Hello, my name is Meadow. Welcome to my channel. I'm the Crazy Book Lady. Today we're filming my TBR video for Booktube-a-thon 2017. So we'll just jump right into the video. For the first challenge is to read a book with a person on the cover. For this challenge, I decided to read Expiration Date by William Campbell Powell. So it is set in the year 2049, and it is about a world where humanity is going extinct, and all of the couples that can't have children of their own are given a baby from a company that's like a robot, but when the child turns 18, they're returned to the company and they're never seen again. So this girl, the main character, starts to believe that her best friend is one of these robots. That's what this book is about, and it's told entirely in her journal, of her writing in her journal, which I think is pretty clever, so I'm pretty excited to read it, and I think it's going to be a pretty fast read. The second challenge is to read a hyped book, so for that I decided to read The Crown's Game by Evelyn Skye. I've had this book for a while, and I got it just because it was really popular when it came out, and I haven't read it yet. I don't know too much about what it's about. I know it's like two enchanters that have to like fight to the death to become like the Tsar's like personal enchanter person, so that sounds pretty cool, and I'm excited to read it. The third challenge is to read a book in one day. For that, I decided to pick a really short book, 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. My husband got this for me for our anniversary that just passed a couple weeks ago because I really liked the TV show, so he thought I would want to read the book. So I decided to use this for the read in one day challenge because it is short enough that I think I could read it in one sitting, and I really liked the show. So I'm excited to read the book because I think I'll get more insight into more of the story, I think. The fourth challenge is to read a book about a character that's really different from you. So for that, I decided to read Dancing in Terror by Shahi Sadat. So that's this book. It's based on a true story about a man and his family when he was a kid who lived in Pakistan and fled the terrorists and the communism of the Middle East and were living in a refugee camp in Germany. And it is about that whole living in a refugee camp, living through poverty and all that. And I'm really excited to read this because I actually met the author and got my book signed. So it says, "Dear Meadow, I wish you all the best, Shahi Sadat." And I actually got this last year, beginning of last year. So it's been about a year since I got it. The fifth challenge is to read a book entirely outdoors. So for that, I didn't really have any specific book in mind, but I decided on eventually The House of the Four Winds by Mercedes Lackey and James Mallory. This book is about a royal family. It's actually the first in a series where I think it's supposed to end up having 12 books because it's called the 12 Daughters series. And it's about a kingdom the king has 12 daughters, and he doesn't have enough money for a dowry for every daughter. So instead, he has them each learn like a valuable trade of some sort, and then sends them on their way when they turn 18. So this girl learned how to be a swordsman and decided she wanted to join the Navy, and something happens in the book and she ends up on a pirate ship. So that's all I know about the rest of the plot, but it sounds pretty cool and I like pirates, so I'm gonna try to read that. The sixth challenge is to read a book that you bought just because of the cover, and there's actually only one book I've ever bought just because of the cover, and that's called The Last Days of Magic by Mark Tompkins. I saw this book at Target and I thought it looked really pretty, so I bought it. Have no idea what it's about, and so I'm gonna read it because there's no point in having a book that I don't plan on reading. But I think that this cover is really pretty. It's like really sparkly, and it's kind of got a little bit of texture where the sparkles are. So I'm actually pretty excited to read this and find out what it's about. And it doesn't look too long either, so hopefully I can get through it pretty quickly. The last challenge is just to try to read 7 books. I'm going to try to have the 7th book be Library of Souls by Ransom Riggs. I read the first book at the end of last year, and I read the second book at the beginning of this year, and I'm actually really excited to read the 3rd book because I want to know what the conclusion is. So I'm going to try to get to this book. I don't know, I might fail. I'll probably fail of reading all 7 books because I'm actually not a very fast reader. But one can hope and one can try. So I'm going to try to read all 7, and I'll try to vlog throughout the week to update you guys on my progress, and then I'll upload a video at the end of the week with my how many books I read and things. So that's it for this TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you again next week with what I actually ended up reading versus what I wanted to read. So I'll see you guys then.